So this is Alicia, and this is Coffee Talk 1111. This reading is going to be for my Aquarius twin flames. So how I'm going to do this is I'm going to lay a new spread that I just learned, and I'm going to read the cards, and we're just going to talk about it as we go. And after I pull some clarifiers, we're going to jump into your counterpart. And, you know, this is either, you know, it's going to be Aquarius first, and then whoever it is that you're dealing with, or whoever your twin flame is. So, I'm sorry, I'm back. So, anyway, we're going to jump into this. We're going to talk about it, and let's have some fun with it. But let's see what Spirit has to say. All right. So, how you guys doing? By the way, I have a cheat sheet here because this is a new spread, and I just want to make sure the placements are right. But anyway, we're going to focus on the current energy for Aquarius. What is the current energy for Aquarius when it comes to this twin flame connection, please? We have the Hermit and the Page of Pentacles. So I think that right now you're going within and you're kind of manifesting. You're manifesting. You're going within and you're manifesting, but let's see what else they got to say. The Queen of Pentacles. So you may be dealing with somebody who, this may be either you or the person that you're dealing with, but I'm kind of picking up a feminine energy. So like I said, if this is you, or maybe like the person, either if you're like the divine feminine, then this is about you, which it should be about you because, you know, this is your reading. Or if you are dealing with a divine feminine, it's like, we'll see what else is said. And then we got the Page of Cups. So this is like you're going within right now, or your person's going in within right now, and manifesting this relationship. The Eight of Swords. Yeah, it's a lot of going within. So either you and your divine partner, whoever, you know, this is for you, please make sure that you, whatever resonates. But anyway, yeah, so there's a lot of like going within, and I think that you both may be noticing different, either you or your partner or both may be noticing different synchronicities. What else do we have, please, for our Aquarius? And then you got the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is like it's a choice. So that's what it's looking like in the distant past, that there was like a choice that needed to be made. Let's see. What was the choice that needed to be made, please? What was the choice that needed to be made for my Aquarius? The Hierophant. So the Hierophant is like tradition. What else do we have? The Five of Swords. So like maybe there was a conflict in the past between you and your person, and then there was like a choice that needed to be made. This was like after like going within possibly. And then you got the Page of Swords, and this is like, this is for your like inner guidance. It's like have courage. It's like have courage, have the energy for the Hangman to sacrifice something. What do you mean by the Hangman, please, for Aquarius? What do you mean by the Hangman for Aquarius, please, Spirit? The Wheel of Fortune. I think that it's like saying, like, you know, I think that you guys had a conflict, may possibly be in separation right now, it seems. And there was a lot of going within, and there was like, you guys had like an argument or a disagreement. Or possibly that you guys like, you know, either take this how this resonates, but either one of you or both of you or whatever may be in another relationship. It's possible. That's not true for all. But I think that a sacrifice needs to be made on either your part or your counterpart's part. But since this is your reading, it may be on your part. I don't know what that sacrifice is about all the way, but it looks like, you know, to try something new. And, you know, when we look at the Four of Cups, it's like you're second guessing. Possibly like you're in your head and you're like, should I do this? yeah, I think that you're afraid of like the betrayal. Like, so either like in order for you to sacrifice, you may need to like hurt somebody else in order to get to that happiness, you know, where your heart wants. Yeah, and then you got the Three of Swords. So I think that's confirmation that, you know, either you're in like a current relationship now, or I think that, you know, there's another influence outside of you guys that possibly needs to be let go of in order for you guys to come together. What is there to know about the Three of Swords, please, Spirit? There's definitely something else that needs to be known. And then, yeah, there's like a travel or a change that needs to happen in order to get away from this third party. So like I said, either you or your counterpart may be in another relationship, or maybe, you know, even like living long distance possibly. Take that how that resonates. But there needs to be a change, or like a change, a sacrifice that needs to be made in order, and like a try something new needs to happen in order for you guys to kind of like really come together and to see that eye to eye. And then you have the Nine of Pentacles, which is giving. It's like a giving energy. So it's like you need to, what is Aquarius need to give, please, Spirit? The Chariot. So it's like you need to give your energy and your time, is what I feel. I feel like you give that sacrifice, give that, you know, and have the strength to do that. So it looks like, you know, for you, it looks like very much that, you know, you had went within. You had a moment where you had went within and you were manifesting this relationship, and then you guys had possibly, you know, had one of you or both of you, or however this resonates, there was something that was coming in between you guys, and there's a sacrifice that needs to be made. And then with the Wheel of Fortune is saying like, look, if you make this sacrifice, something good is going to happen. Spirit, what is because there's like a third party, and it's like, I think that, you know, there may be like whatever the change may be, whether that's like moving to be closer together or ending a current relationship. I think that there's some fear in that. What is the current advice for Aquarius with their twin flame counterpart, please? What is the advice for Aquarius and their twin flame counterpart, please? We have two cards and I'm going to take them. We have the Page of Swords and the Seven of Swords. So the Page of Swords and the Seven of Swords is like courage and deception. So I think that like you may have to hurt somebody. Unfortunately, sometimes like we don't want to hurt nobody. I feel like sometimes we don't want to hurt people in order to follow our hearts, but I think sometimes like we have to. And then you have the Hierophant. So it's like, you know, you got to believe in this. That's what I feel. I feel like, you know, you got to follow your heart and believe in it. And then you have the Eight of Swords. So it's like maybe when you go within, if you go within. But the thing is that I'm seeing is that, you know, if there's something that's stopping you guys from being together right now. And I think that, you know, if you go within, you may be able to see that and see where you guys are not seeing eye to eye. And I think that you're really going to get them answers. I really do. The Hermit. Yeah, it's just saying it's time for you to go within. So now we're going to pull some cards for your divine counterpart, Aquarius. So, Spirit, this is for... Can I get a card on the current energy for Aquarius, their twin flame divine counterpart, please? What is their current energy, please, Spirit? Thank you so much. I hope you guys are doing good today. The Seven of Swords. And then we are going to clarify that with the Lovers. So the Seven of Swords with the Lovers, for example, is saying that they're afraid to love, kind of. It seems like they're afraid to love. We're going to see why. Or either they're afraid to love or they're afraid to show love. With the World card, it's like there's travel involved. So yeah, like I said, it may be possible that, you know, it may be possible that you guys have some distance between you, or we're gonna definitely go more into it. There may be some distance or something along them lines. What do you mean by that, Spirit? Again, have strength. So the strength, and then what else, Spirit? What happened in the past? The Hangman. So yeah, I think that they might be like going through like possibly like healing. Like maybe they're afraid of being deceived or decepted. And I think that, you know, if it is true that you have a third party or somebody else is in this relationship, that maybe they're afraid of getting hurt. And I think that, you know, they may have closed off a little bit to love, because then we have the Queen of Wands. So that is definitely like a healing energy for sure. That's like, man, I don't want to hurt, and I don't, you know what I'm saying? And then there's the Wheel of Fortune, which is a card that you had got as well. And so like, yeah, that's just really confirming that, you know, your person, it's like they really do want to heal, and they want to trust you. You know what I'm saying? And then we have the Eight of Pentacles. So right now I think that they're really like, that's like confirming that right now I think that they're really working on them wounds, or like their trust issues possibly, and they want to believe you. With the then we have the Page of Swords. So yeah, they're just trying to have the energy and the courage to do so. That's like inside of them. Like inside of them, they're like, man, I want to heal because I really do want Aquarius, but there's things deep inside that I have to work on. You know, I think that they just really have trust issues. And, you know, if you don't have a third party, maybe they're like thinking that you have other options too. And then we have the Nine of Wands, for example. This is like movement, making movement. So it's like they want to come towards you, but when they come towards you, they definitely want to come like healed and put together. And then we have the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles, yeah, like that's exactly what I said. When they come to you, they want to be stable. I think like mentally they want to be stable. And then we have the Temperance, balance. They want to be mentally stable, balanced, things like that. They definitely want this relationship. And then we have the Three of Wands. So they're preparing for this to come back together. So it may be possible that, you know, if you do have a third party, that you're being stuck with this decision that you need to make for yourself. But if you don't have a third party, you know, I think that it's possible that your counterpart may be like that has major trust issues, and maybe they think that you have somebody else, or they think that, you know, that you do have other options, but they want to come back to you very stable. Yeah, they're going to make a move with the Fool. They're definitely going to come forward. And then we got the Page of Wands. So yeah, I think they're going to discover that maybe like all their insecurities, or they're going to discover like, man, like I think that I have issues that I need to work on. And then that's going to lead to the Ace of Cups. So it's going to, they're going to like, you know, if it's true that you do have a third party, I think, or somebody like prior to meeting this person, or like, you know, as far as like job, whatever the situation is, please take it however it resonates. This is a general reading, of course, but they want that happiness with you, and you obviously do fulfill their cup. And then we have the Knight of Swords. So I think that right now it's like they're just going through like a little bit of depression or anxiety, maybe like thinking about like the possibility that you have someone else. Yeah, and it's like it's really hard on them right now. It's really hard on them to think of you with somebody else, and they don't want that. That's what I see for sure. And then you have they have the Nine of Cups. So yeah, I think that right now, like, you know, they're kind of going through a disappointment. So I do kind of see, like I said, if this doesn't resonate with you, I gotta speak the truth on how I see it. There's a lot of cards that's like this one right here. But I have to speak the truth on how I see it. And I think that, you know, if you clicked on this, there's some kind of like something between you guys. And I think that it really is on your part. And I think that, you know, you guys may not be talking right now because there was an issue that had happened between you guys. But I think that it really is kind of like your twin or your divine counterpart sees this. And I think that it's like making them feel very insecure. And I think that like, regardless, like they're trying to get out of their head, but they're very disappointed and they're hurt. But they do need to have forgiveness. So they need to have forgiveness. They need to learn to forgive you. And I think that they're working on that. But I think that, you know, there's a decision that you need to make. If you've already made it, that's great. but they are going to come forward, and they definitely haven't given up on this relationship. I can see that. You know, the first card, well, it was the second card out, but it was a clarifier that is the Lovers. You know, that's like, man, I love this person, you know, but I'm definitely, you know, I'm feeling burdened by the current situation, and I'm ready for, you know, this person to really make a move and decide to be with me, and, you know, that, or they have to decide to be with you and understand what it is that you're going through and be a little bit more patient and forgiving. But anyway, Aquarius, this is what I have for you. I hope that you guys like this video. Make sure that you guys subscribe, and thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all the love and support.